Welcome to When Creativity Knocks All-Star Designers Holiday Series. Today, Carmen Flores-Tanis is going to show us these absolutely adorable New Year's favors. So Carmen, share with us how you made these beautiful porcelain look ornaments.
Oh, sure, Cindy. What I did was I took a big piece of white Makin's clay.
Now that's a 500-gram package. That's a great size if you're doing a group or a number of things like this.
Or a big shape as we're doing right now.
Yeah, that's a fantastic way to get even more clay than the small packages.
Oh yeah. So I want to roll out a nice thin layer. So what I'm doing as my guide, I'm using just wooden skewers. So I'm putting 2 on one side, 2 on the other, just holding them down.
And then using those as, aha!
So then when I flatten, the clay will be nice and an even layer.
An even layer. That's a very good idea, Carmen. It gives you a guide on either side.
Yes. And I can only roll as flat as these little
skewers
are.
That's a really good idea to make sure you have an even roll, especially when I'm rolling a larger amount like this. Sometimes I have bad luck and it gets higher on one side than the other when I'm hand rolling. Yeah.
So I'm just flipping it over a few times. If I get a little air bubble in there, as I did, you can kind of see right there. And I'll just poke it with a pair of scissors or a pin, and then I just roll right over it again,
and it'll smooth right back down.
Yeah.
That's a very good tip too.
Quick little trick. Yeah. So once I have it to a nice,
it's nice and soft right out of the package. You don't have to condition it first. And
it's ready to go. So now I'm going to take my stamp, and this is a beautiful, it looks like a damask design.
Yeah, like a damask design from Judi Kins. It's beautiful.
And this takes a little bit of muscle. You do have to push hard, so don't be afraid.
Rubber stamps are a great way to add texture to Makin's clay. You can use them inked or uninked like this, and it gives you a great texture.
And then once I've got that pushed in there,
that's beautiful. Look at the detail. That is beautiful.
It really looks like porcelain. Just going to take that, give it a little bit of a wiggle, and I can peel the rest of it off and just push it in. I'm using both of my a lot of fingers. I'm using 3 fingers so then that way I'm not poking it into the
and
clay.
Misshaping your heart as you remove it from the cutter.
And I'm just going through and I'm smoothing your edges.
That's a great tip. If they dry and they're not smooth, you can take a little piece of sandpaper or an emery board sometimes.
I didn't know that. That's a great idea.
But it's easier if you just do like Carmen did and remove that roughness while you're still fresh.
Great idea. And to poke a little hole, I'm just going to use a drinking straw.
Great.
Poke it close to the top, give it a little spin, and now I've got my little hole. It's ready to go.
Perfect.
It's got that real pretty.
That damask pattern is beautiful.
Oh, I love it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to set that aside to dry for a couple hours. I'm sorry, to dry overnight because it's so thick.
A thick piece, yeah. It can take up to 24 hours to dry depending upon the thickness of your clay and your atmospheric conditions, but something like this probably will in a couple of hours be dry.
Dry enough to work with?
Yeah, to work with again, yeah.
Great. So I would just, here you can see I have a whole tray
It's like a cookie sheet full of pretty hearts.
It is. They look so yummy, don't they? So I'm going to pick this guy, and he's nice. He's been drying overnight. And the finishing touches are that I'm going to take a Decodrt glass pen. And even though it's a paint marker for pen, it works on anything.
It works on anything, and they do work beautifully on the clay. I discovered that too. So yeah, their glass paint markers are versatile.
Oh yeah, and you don't have to cook it.
No,
you don't. It'll stay on there.
On the clay, it stays perfectly. Yeah.
So I'm just going to write a nice little sentiment on here. that I would give to maybe someone who gave me a Christmas present. So New Year's, I'm going to give them this. Oh, I started to write gift. Thank you for the
Good
gift.
recovery. Not a girl.
A little smile. And then you add a little bit of ribbon.
And you have that pearly luster, I noticed.
Yes,
too.
I'm going to add that too. Good. Thank you for reminding me. This is the Judi Kins mica gloss.
In the pearl. That's why it looks pearly.
And just to give it a little bit more of a shine, and I'm using these little wonderful little sponge daubers. Put a little squirt on there.
I usually use my finger, but this is a much
you?
better way.
Oh, yeah.
It's a more even application, yeah.
And you'll see that it just adds a little
It's a
bit of
beautiful
gloss to
pearlescent
it.
sheen.
And then, now I would take my 2 little ribbons, add them in, tie a little knot, and you will get something that looks like
I love how you
this.
use the 2 ribbons just for a little bit of contrasting colors, or, you know, so it's very pretty.
There you go.
What a fun little thank you gift for someone they can use year-round for a decoration, or for an ornament for their tree, or that's great.
So,
And I noticed you had some fun little boxes. We'll show you how Carmen made those next.
Yay.
So Carmen has another fun part to her project she's going to show us next.
Cindy, I'm going to be making these little favor boxes to put the little hearts in.
They're so
that we
pretty.
just made.
They're so simple yet so pretty.
Thank you. And I'm going to show you how easy they are. So what I did was I cannot let a cardboard box leave my house without trying to do something with it.
Crafting with it.
Oh my
Add it to that, to the things that we hoard, right?
Oh, yeah.
Don't throw that box out.
You know you're going to use it sometime. So what I did was I just have all these little pre-cut pieces of cardboard, and I always have them in my house whenever I have the crafting bug. I need to make something.
It's a great affordable base. Yeah.
That's so true. So I'm just going to use a Sizzix.
Just a heart die from Sizzix. They have a lot of different hearts you can choose from.
And I'm just going to run it through here.
What's great about their dies is they will cut paper or metal or fabric, or we cut Makin's clay with it. You know, they're sturdy enough to cut through anything, even a thick cardboard like this.
Yes, I'm going to cut one more piece because that little middle one got chopped off the side.
Somebody broke the heart. Oh my god.
Yeah, oh, broken heart. There we go. So, once I've got 3 little hearts, I've got a large one, thank you Cindy, a large one, a medium, and a small.
So how did you decorate the little hearts that you used to accent?
I'm going to use a permanent dye, any color. Right here I used blue, and I'm going to use a little blue and green.
2 of my favorite colors.
And I'm going to decorate the big one and the medium one. I'm sorry, the big one and the little one.
So that you've got the contrasting.
Yeah.
Those
So
are
let's do
beautiful
the little
stamps.
one.
Those Judi Kins has the most beautiful stamps.
Oh, yeah. Look at
Oh, beautiful. And the pigment ink is great for cardboard like this because it's just a little bit more rich.
Yes. So we're going to do that. And let's give it a little bit more color. At home, I would put a piece of paper down
To catch the overstamp. Yeah.
It sure is pretty against that pink.
Yeah.
Let's cover that up.
They're beautiful shades.
So now I've got my 3 hearts. I will take a piece of ribbon to go around the box. This is just a little chipboard box that you can get at your craft store.
I like how you left the box just simple and clean. And then you're letting the hearts and the bow be the embellishment.
And these little boxes are great. You can use them as favors for weddings. You can use them for all kinds of little last-minute gifts.
So you just use the Beacon 3-in-1 to adhere your layers.
Yes, put a little glue on there.
So you're gluing your ribbon down.
With the heart. I'm attaching, putting glue on
so
the
that when
heart.
you take the cover off, it
stays on.
Very smart.
Yes.
Very smart. I love how you tied them on the side. That is such a clever little twist.
It makes it a little bit more unusual. And this is so fast.
What fun.
And there you go. You could add a little more decoration if you wanted to stamp on the box.
But I like the simplicity. I really do. I like the simplicity with the detail in your hearts. And
so then once you've got your little box made, let me show you how it ends up. It ends up being glued to the lid.
That's
where you can put your little
clay
ornament.
Faux porcelain ornament inside. What a great little thank you gift. A great little like you said, thank you for the gift or a wedding favor or anything. And it's a gift within a gift because then you have this beautiful little box that you can reuse for something else later on too. Thank you so much, Carmen, for being part of our holiday series.
Thank you. Yay.
We hope you've enjoyed When Creativity Knocks All-Star Designers Holiday Series. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and pin us on Pinterest.
And don't forget to follow the link on our home page to fill out the entry form, and you'll be eligible to win a prize package full of products from all of our series sponsors.